Hello everybody, welcome back to this class. Today we're gonna mix something that's kind of electronic, kind of hip hop in between the two, and thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoy this lesson for today, and let's go give it a start.
Go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real. Go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real. And I just need your centipede crawling on my face, but I'm a jigsaw puzzle. Put me back piece by piece and go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real. And go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real. Happy, only happy, find it hard to sleep. Happy all day, but I'm not happy. Go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real. Go slow, 'cause I don't know how to feel, 'cause I'm not real anymore.
Alright, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Today we are gonna show you how to mix this song, alright? First of all, first plugins. On the master bus, I have this trim plugin. So again, this plugin is to adjust the volume that goes through this master bus before these essential plugins right here. And this VU meter will also help us determine how much signal we're getting from each channel that goes to the master bus. Alright, just to make sure that it's always hitting this sweet spot. Moving on. First plugin, coloration, we have our distortion. Alright, the only thing that I cranked over here is the mix level. It's at 17%. If you're using FL Studio, then you will have this plugin. If not, just grab a distortion. It doesn't have to be like this, but you can set it according to your own taste on your own DAW. Moving on, we have our first EQ, low pass filter, or actually high pass filter, sorry about that, at 19 hertz. Decibels per octave is 24. Alright, moving on. Low shelf at 172 hertz, Q factor of 0.8, and a gain of 4 decibels. What this does is it enhances every low end because I kind of wanted this track to sound like it's a hip hop track, and the references that I used is a hip hop track as well, you know. So basically, I listened to a hip hop track, and then I gave it this low shelf boost. All right, moving on. Our next EQ move is gonna be at 1022 hertz with a Q factor of 1 and with a gain of 1.5. All right, just to kind of enhance that mid frequencies a little bit, you know, just by 1.5. And then with my high shelf, I have it set at almost 6K at 0.9 Q factor and at the gain of 2 decibels to make it sound more clean, you know, for the entire mix. Alright, moving on. And our first compressor here, I've set it so that you will let through the transients, your drums, on our attack at 30 ms. Release time is at 100 ms. Makeup gain is at 1 decibel, and my threshold is at 7 decibels, you know. Also, my ratio is at 10:1, and that's pretty much it. Alright, this here will glue the entire mix. Okay, moving on. And on our vocal bus, we have our first EQ for token 6 right here. This is for the breath of the vocals, every breath, and the rasp that you will hear usually on the voice, you know. It's usually found in these higher frequencies. What this boost does is it not only enhances the breaths, it enhances the sibilance. So to deal with the sibilance problem, I got my dynamic EQ to work at negative 12 decibels, which is the threshold. Fastest attack time, fastest release time. This is actually 0.5 ms and this is 5 ms right here. And then the range is 18 decibels. You know, that's how much it will attenuate when a signal reaches this certain threshold, you know, and then it will do accordingly, you know. And it's also set at 8K high shelf, by the way, 8K at 0.9 Q factor, and the gain is at 9 decibels. All right, and then moving on, we have this band token at 3K, 3000 hertz, Q factor of 1, and gain, which is at 4 decibels. All right, I just to enhance that. This right here it would enhance the high end of a telephone, you know, so that's why I boosted this. All right, moving on to the drum bus, we have our good old limiter, our compressor here. It's only doing 1.4 decibels of compression, and it also has this makeup gain of 1.4 decibels, you know. Also over here, threshold is at negative 1.4 decibels. Highest ratio 20, which in this case is 20:1. Fastest attack time, release is at 100 ms. What this does is it glues the entire drums, and it also makes it a little bit more, it gives it a little more presence, you know, as hence this is in the drum bus. Alright, moving on, we have our bass, actually our 808, sorry about that, and with the mix level to 100%, but our threshold is just 50%, you know, meaning I'm not going to distort or saturate the higher frequencies in an EQ, in an equalizer, if you'll grab an equalizer, you know. So I'm only compressing, you know, 50%, you know, anything that's below this threshold. All right, meaning I'm only compressing the mids and the bass frequencies, you know, basically. All right, yeah, distorting it. Moving on, we have our token set at 4K, 4117 hertz, Q factor of 1, and 18 decibels over here. It's not a conservative boost, but I heard that it needed this boost just to kind of, you know, make it a little bit brighter, you know, and it'll also, so that it's not just dark, you know, and of course you're not going to be able to hear it in the mix, you know, but with that being said, at least it is tucked in, you know, behind every other instrument that's over here. Alright, moving on. Highest ratio is 20:1 with this is a compressor, and then my threshold is set at negative 13.5 decibels. Makeup gain of 2.4 decibels, and that's what we're compressing. Fastest attack, 100 ms release time. You know, I think it's this. Is it the same as this? Yeah, it's the same as this one here. What the only difference is, you know, this one here we're not adding a makeup gain on it, you know, as it's already kind of loud, so we didn't have to add a makeup gain on the second compressor. The only thing, the purpose of these compressors, why we stack them together, is so that it will make the 808s sit behind the kick right here in the drums, you know. And I also have this on side chain, the one that's triggering the side chain on this compressor excuse me, is the kick. So I'll let the kick do its thing first, do its hit, and then it will allow this bass, this 808 here to basically pass through uncontested, you know, so that the kick and the 808s won't be fighting for space, basically, you know. Alright, moving on to the keys. We don't have anything on the keys, and then we only have one plugin for, what is this, a strings, for strings, which is an equalizer. Actually two plugins, sorry about that. What I did is I gave it a high pass filter, which is set at 58 hertz, and the decibels per octave is 24 decibels per octave, you know. And also I did an EQ move here at 8K, high shelf, 8K, 0.9 Q factor, and with a gain of 3 decibels, you know. What this does is it brightens up the strings ensemble with this move right here. And that's pretty much it for the equalizer. Moving on, we have our reverb. This is actually, I used this reverb not for the sake of making it sound like it's in a stage or in an arena or wherever, or an auditorium, but the purpose of this reverb is to spread out, you know, its stereo, so that it's not just in mono right here. Alright, highest frequencies to cut off, you know, you don't have anything else to do. Lowest, the key factor here is, if you'll pay attention to my mouse right here, is the decay. You should I set it to the fastest decay so that it's not gonna sound like it's reverberating all, you know, all over the place, you know. And it's, as I've said earlier, this is only for us to spread the stereo imaging of this of the strings, basically. Anyway, all right, that's it, everybody, guys, for the bosses, for everything here, and for the drums, for the bass, for the keys, and for this one. Stay tuned for the next video. Next we will be tackling individual instruments right here, so that we will be able to know and discover what moves we have made. All right, if you have suggestions as to how I should do this video or any other future videos, you know, leave it down in the comments below. And if you haven't already, please subscribe so that you will be and hit that notifications bell so that you will be notified when a new video is up. and you will also be able to learn quickly, and you won't have to spend too much time waiting for how to learn how to mix. Anyway, and also, by the way, if you know somebody who could benefit from educational mixing mixing tutorials like these, let them know. Share this video, share it to them, and also have them suggest as to what kind of videos they want to see. Over in our channel, in this channel, all of us here, we're not gonna hide what we have done on these tracks, but we're gonna show you every plugin we've used, and if we've used any automations and any editing moves, we will let you know. And that's it, folks, and thank you all for stopping by, and I really appreciate you giving the time for watching this video and learning from it, hopefully, and being able to apply it towards your mixes. God bless you all and have a wonderful day.